Alright, joining us here is Stephanie, and she's from Team Taffi. They walked home last year's position of second runner-up. Alright, Stephanie, do share with us on what Cathay Cineleisure Orchard means to you.
Okay, I have to admit that I'm not that young, okay? So Cathay Cineleisure Orchard was the place to go when I was a teenager, and I can see that it's done great in keeping up with the times because they've totally revamped the place and they've curated really interesting shops. So it's great not just to watch movies here but to shop here as well.
Alright, Stephanie, I also understand that you actually sustained a profile on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Could you share with us on how you actually use them?
Like for me as a person, I really like sharing information. So Facebook, Twitter and Instagram are just different avenues for me to do so. Like if I see an interesting article on Twitter, I'll just retweet it, or funny picture on Facebook, I like to share it on my wall. And of course, if I'm at a place that's interesting or eating something really great, I'll just take a picture and share that on Instagram as well.
Before you go, do you have any hints for this year's participants?
For this year's participants, get ready for an awesome ride, man. Most importantly, I think have fun, don't take it too seriously, and if you happen to be working like me, really plan your time properly. Take note that Cineleisure shops have opening and closing times. There are strangers walking around all the time. So plan your content properly before you actually start executing it, and it will save you a lot of time and a lot of effort. Yeah.
Alright, you've heard from Stephanie, and together we will see you in
Cineleisure's next online sensation version 2.0. It's gonna get sensational!
Hi, so we have here today with us Ruth, who's also last year's first runner-up of Cineleisure's next online sensation. So Ruth, how's life after Cinas?
I've been preparing for an upcoming EP which is going to be released during the second quarter of this year. Yep, and also pretty much still performing around.
Alright, so for those of you who haven't already know, Ruth is actually a singer and songwriter. So how do you think social media has helped you in your path?
I think it has definitely helped me to garner more online attention in terms of the videos and the music that I post online. So you get more likes on your Facebook fan page and more support and more awareness.
So what is actually the one important characteristic you would say for someone who wants to be a good blogger?
I think one very important skill is good writing, and I don't mean that you have to really use very cheap words, basically just words that are easy to understand and layman terms, and maybe you can add some humor in it. I think that would be good.
So we understand that you do a lot of vlogging, so what are actually the things you look out for when you're doing a video?
I think there are two important points to look out for when you're doing a video. First of all, you got to pace yourself to not speak too fast in a video, and secondly, it's to actually the camera angle to make yourself look better in a video by tilting the angle a little bit so that you look like you have a smaller face, a V-shaped face kind of thing. I think angle is important.
Alright, so finally, what are actually the tips and advice you would give to this year's participants?
Okay, I think one advice I would give to this year's participants is that you got to find your unique selling point. So for example, last year I did a jingle for Cineleisure's next online sensation, and I guess that helped me to stand out a little bit in terms of not just blogging and writing.
Alright, so for participants out there who haven't already know, this year we are having Choo Choo, Tristan, as well as Six Packs, Peggy, who will be on the judging panel. So thank you so much Ruth today for joining us. And she's Ruth, and we'll see you in Cineleisure's next online sensation version 2.0, and it's gonna get sensational!
Well, that certainly sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it?
Especially the prizes. Winners will get to partner Cathay Cineleisure Orchard to cover our latest happenings and signature events.
All you need to do is to send us a short video introducing yourself and your special memories at Cathay Cineleisure Orchard.
So what are you waiting for? Pick up your camera and start filming.
I'm Sky.
And I'm Charlene.
And we'll see you in
Cineleisure's next online sensation version 2.0. It's gonna get sensational! It's gonna get sensational! We're back for the second year of... Sorry, I couldn't do it. Yeah, we're back for the second year of social media challenge for youth who best represent the different facets. And we're back for the second year of social media challenge for youth.
Actually, I was sorry.
It's okay, no problem.
I'm not. It's gonna get sensational.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do this. Joining us here is Stephanie, and she's from Team Taffi, the team that from Team Taffi.
The second runner-up of Cineleisure's next online sensation.
Okay, thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
Alright, joining us here is Stephanie. Stephanie. Alright, joining us here is Stephanie, and she's from Team Taffi.
Stephanie!
Happy with us today, Ruth, who's also last year's first runner-up to Cathay. Okay, again.
Good writing. And by good writing, I don't mean like using bombastic words and words that are very cheap.
Could you just share with us what
Cathay Cineleisure means to me? Sure, Sky. They've curated a great bunch of brands and it's really interesting and again.
Cathay Cineleisure Orchard to cover our latest events and signature. Latest happenings and signature events.